Hello and welcome. This is the Natural English Podcast. My name is Alex.
Hi, I am Sarah. Thanks for listening with us today.
Maybe you are on the bus, or maybe you are walking, or just relaxing at home. Wherever you are, take a small breath and listen slowly with us.
Yeah, you do not need to hurry. You can just listen and enjoy some easy English.
Today, we have a small listening challenge for you. In this episode, Sarah and I will talk about hobbies and free time activities, things you do for fun.
And while you listen, you can play a little game in your head.
The first part of the challenge is one small phrase. The phrase is, in my free time. Listen for this phrase, in my free time. Try to notice, how many times do you hear, in my free time?
Let me say it slowly for you. In my free time. One more time. In my free time. You can repeat it quietly if you want.
The second part of the challenge is a very easy question. Later in this episode, we will ask you, what do you do for fun? So try to answer in your head when you hear it. The question is, what do you do for fun?
I will say both with a little pause. In my free time, what do you do for fun? And again, in my free time, what do you do for fun? You can practice in your mind, or you can whisper it.
So, your job is simple. Listen for the phrase, in my free time. And be ready for the question, what do you do for fun?
And hey, it is okay if you do not understand every word. Really, just try to catch those two things, the small phrase and the simple question.
We know sometimes it can feel a little stressful to talk about yourself in another language, especially about hobbies or free time.
Yes, when someone asks, so, what do you do for fun? You might freeze a little. Your mind is busy, and English words do not come. We understand that feeling. We will keep our conversations slow and very clear.
By the end of this episode, you will be able to say 2 to 4 very simple sentences about your hobbies and your free time, and you will understand a basic, everyday conversation about fun activities.
And we will follow a very easy plan. First, we share our own hobbies. Then, we give you some useful words and short sentences. And after that, you get a little quiet time to practice your own answers in your head.
So, Sarah, do you like talking about your hobbies in another language?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. I like it when people speak slowly. I enjoy talking about things like reading, cooking, watching movies. But if the other person speaks very fast, I feel shy.
Right, and for you listening, maybe you already know some of those words: reading, cooking, watching movies. As we talk, you can try to notice any hobby words you already understand.
Yeah, just listen and think, oh, I know that one, or I do that too. It is like a small warm-up for your ears.
So, in this episode, we are going to talk about real, everyday hobbies and simple things you do in your free time. And you will get some easy phrases that you can use in small talk.
I am ready. I have a few simple hobbies to share. I think you might have some of them too.
Okay then, let us start with some easy words for hobbies. So, Sarah, what do you like to do in your free time? So, Sarah, let me ask you again, but very simple this time. What do you do for fun? What are your hobbies?
What do I do for fun? Okay. I like reading books. I watch movies on weekends. I listen to music. I play games. I cook. I go for a walk. And I like taking photos.
Nice. Many hobbies. If you are listening now, think about you. What do you like to do? Maybe the same as Sarah, maybe different. Just think in your head for a moment.
And if you want, you can say it out loud. Just say, I like, and then your hobby. For example, I like reading books.
Okay, Sarah, let us go slowly. You said, I like reading books. Can you say only reading books, very slow and clear?
Sure. Reading books. Reading books. Reading books means you sit down, you open a book, and you read the story or the information. It is a quiet hobby.
If you are listening, you can copy Sarah now. Say it with her. Reading books? Ready? 3, 2, 1.
And again if you like. Reading books?
Now, a little question for you. Do you like reading books? Just answer in your head. Yes, I do, or no, I do not.
I can show you. If your answer is yes, you can say, yes, I like reading books. If your answer is no, you can say, no, I do not like reading books.
Great. Let us take another hobby from your list. You said, I watch movies on weekends. So the words are watching movies. Can you say that slowly?
Watching movies. Watching movies. Watching movies means you sit and look at a film, maybe at home. Maybe at home, maybe in the cinema. Many people do this for fun.
If you can, repeat after her. We say it together. Watching movies. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Watching movies.
One more time is okay. Watching movies.
Now I ask you, do you like watching movies? In your head, try to answer. Maybe. Yes, I like watching movies. Or, no, I do not like watching movies.
You can also add a small thing. For example, I like watching movies at night. Or, I like watching movies at my friends.
Okay, next hobby. You said, I listen to music. So the main words are listening to music. Can you say that, Sarah?
Listening to music. Listening to music. Listening to music means you put on a song, maybe with earphones, maybe on a speaker, and you enjoy the sound.
All right, listener, this is your turn. Try to say it with us. Listening to music. 3, 2, 1. Listening to music.
And again if you want. Listening to music.
Quick question for you. Do you listen to music every day? In your head, try a short answer. Maybe. Yes, I listen to music every day. Or, no, I listen to music only on weekends.
I listen to music when I walk to the station. It makes the walk more fun.
Nice. Now, another hobby from your list, you said, I cook. Cooking is a good word. Let us say that one. Cooking.
Cooking. Cooking. Cooking means you make food. You cut vegetables. You use a pan. You make breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
If you like cooking, you can say, I like cooking. Or, I cook at home for fun. Try to say one of these in your head now. Or out loud. That is even better.
You can also answer like this. Do you cook at home? Yes, I cook at home. Or, no, I do not cook at home.
Another hobby you said was, I go for a walk. So the key words are going for a walk. Can you say it, Sarah?
Going for a walk. Going for a walk. Going for a walk means you go outside. You move your body, you walk in the park, or in your city. It is simple exercise.
Let us say it together nice and slow. Going for a walk. 3, 2, 1. Going for a walk.
And one more. Going for a walk.
Okay, last one from your list for now. You said, I like taking photos. So, taking photos. Say it slowly for us.
Taking photos. Taking photos. Taking photos means you use your phone or a camera and you make pictures of things. For example, food, friends, or the sky.
If you enjoy this, you can say, I like taking photos. Try it now in your head. Or whisper it. I like taking photos.
You can also ask someone, do you like taking photos?
All right? Now, I want to show something funny. Sometimes, in a textbook, hobby sentences are very robot style. I will try one. Listen. In my spare time, I very much enjoy the activity of watching television programs.
Wow, that sounds so big and a little strange in normal life. For everyday talking, it is easier. You can say, I like watching TV in my free time. Or just, I watch TV for fun.
Yes, short is good in conversation. Long hobby sentences like my robot one. They are okay for writing maybe, but when you talk with a friend, simple is better. I like watching TV. I like cooking. I like reading books.
So when you speak, do not worry about big words. Just use these easy ones. I like, plus your hobby. It sounds natural. It sounds friendly.
Before we finish this part, let us review some hobby words you heard. Reading books, watching movies, listening to music, cooking, going for a walk, taking photos.
You can choose 2 or 3 that are true for you and say them now. For example, I like listening to music. I like cooking. I like going for a walk.
Now we know some easy words for hobbies, but how do we use them in real talk? How do we say when we do them, like on weekends or in the evening? In the next part, we will make simple sentences such as, in my free time, I, and on weekends, I. So, in the last part, we learned some hobby words, right? Things like reading, cooking, playing games, going for a walk. Now, in this part, we want to use those words in real sentences. Simple, friendly sentences. The kind you use in small talk.
Yes. Now we put the words together. We make little blocks. Short sentences you can really say to a friend, not just single words.
Exactly. So we will use a few starter phrases. Just a few. Very useful ones. Like, listen to this. In my free time, I, after work, I, and I like. Plus a verb with ing. These little phrases are like keys. They open the sentence.
Right. They tell us when you do your hobby or how you feel about it. And they are super common in everyday talk. People use them all the time.
Okay, let's try with real answers. Sarah, what do you do in your free time?
In my free time, I read books. I also listen to music.
Nice. Can you say just the first part again slowly for our listener?
Sure. Listen and repeat with me. In my free time, I read books. One more time in 2 parts. In my free time, I read books.
So you can use that with your hobby. In my free time, I play games. In my free time, I cook. You just change the last word or two.
Yes, the first part is like a fixed block. In my free time, you can keep that the same. Then you add your hobby at the end.
All right, let us try another starter. What do you usually do on weekends, Sarah?
On weekends, I watch movies and cook. Sometimes I meet friends.
Can you slow down the first sentence? It is a good model.
Of course. Repeat after me. On weekends, I watch movies and cook. Again, on weekends, I watch movies and cook.
So again, the start is a block. On weekends, it tells us when, then you add your activity. On weekends, I play soccer. On weekends, I go for a walk.
And we use another time block too. After work. For example, after work, I go for a walk. Or, after work, I watch TV. It means when you finish your job for the day.
Can you give one slow example with that?
Sure. Repeat with me. After work, I go for a walk. One more time. After work, I go for a walk.
Great. Now another useful pattern is with like. We say I like, and then a verb with ing. For example, I like reading. I like cooking.
Yes, this shows you enjoy the hobby, not just do it. Listen, I like listening to music. Try to repeat it. I like listening to music.
So, we had hobby words, and now we connect them to time with these little blocks. In my free time, on weekends, after work, and we show feeling with I like plus ing.
Now, let us add one more idea. How often? How many times? We will learn a few easy phrases. Every day. Once a week. Twice a week. On Saturdays. And sometimes, just these.
Okay, Sarah, how often do you watch movies?
I watch movies once a week.
Can you explain once a week in simple words?
Yes. Once a week means one time in 1 week. Just one time. For example, I watch movies once a week. Or I play tennis once a week.
And what about reading, Sarah? How often do you read?
I read every day.
So, every day is simple. It means all days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so on.
Right. And we can say twice a week for 2 times in 1 week. For example, I go for a walk twice a week.
Can you say that slowly? for practice?
Sure. Repeat with me. I go for a walk twice a week. One more time. I go for a walk twice a week.
We also had on Saturdays. That is like on weekends, but more exact. For example, I sometimes cook on Sundays.
Yes. And sometimes means not every day, not every week. Just some days. For example, I sometimes cook on Sundays. Not all Sundays, just some.
All right, I want to check something important. Sometimes we hear a sentence like this from learners. Listen, in free time, I reading books. Sarah, does this sound okay to you?
No, not really. It is close, but not natural. We usually say, in my free time, I read books. So, we need my in front of free time. In my free time. And we say read, not reading, after I. In my free time, I read books.
Can you give them a before and after one more time?
Of course. Listen, wrong way, in free time, I reading books. Better way, in my free time, I read books. Try to say the better one with me. In my free time, I read books.
So, we want that little my in there and the simple verb after I. The same for other hobbies. In my free time, I play games. In my free time, I cook.
Now, maybe you can think quietly about you. In your head, try to finish these. In my free time, on weekends, I like ing, once a week, every day.
We will help you practice in the next part. But first, let us close this section. So now you can use small, clear sentences. Like, in my free time, I read books. On weekends, I watch movies. After work, I go for a walk. And you can say how often, with every day, once a week, twice a week, on Saturdays, and sometimes.
In the next part, we will practice with you. We will ask you questions and give you time to answer, like a real conversation. And maybe we share a small, funny hobby story too.
So, now you know the words and the sentence patterns. Next, let us use them. Get ready to speak and answer with your own hobbies. Okay, now it is practice time. This part is for you. For your voice, you can answer out loud or just in your head. Both are okay.
We will ask very simple questions about your hobbies, about your free time. You can use the patterns from before, like, in my free time, on weekends,
Yes, and do not worry about mistakes. It is okay to be slow. It is okay to think. We will give you time, real time, to answer.
Before we start, let us remember some easy hobby words. For example, listen to music, watch movies, play games, read books, cook, go for a walk.
I want to add one more word here. The word relax. Relax means be calm, rest, and do nothing hard. For example, I relax on the sofa and listen to music.
Nice. Okay, let us show you how to answer. I will answer first. Then it is your turn. So Alex, ask me like you ask a friend.
All right, Sarah, what do you do in your free time?
In my free time, I listen to music and I read books. Sometimes I cook simple food just for fun.
Good. So now, it is your turn. I will ask you the same question. You can start with, in my free time, Ready? What do you do in your free time? In my free time,
Short pause here. Let them speak.
Take one more moment and finish your sentence.
Another pause.
Nice. Even if it was one word, that is good. Okay, next question. I will ask Sarah first. Sarah, what do you do on weekends?
On weekends, I usually go for a walk and I meet a friend for coffee. I also relax at home and watch a movie.
Great. Now you. You can start with, on weekends, So, what do you do on weekends? On weekends,
Pause here. Let them answer.
And if you want, add one more thing. For example, and I relax, and I meet my friends.
Short pause again.
Okay? Now let us talk about how often you do something, how many times. I will ask about watching movies. Sarah, how often do you watch movies?
I watch movies about twice a week. So maybe one time during the week and one time on the weekend.
Nice. Now you can say, I watch movies every day or once a week or on weekends. So, how often do you watch movies?
Pause. Give them time.
Good. Let us try one more, this time about games. Sarah, how often do you play games?
I play games maybe once a week, not every day. Just when I have time and I want to relax.
All right, your turn. You can use the same pattern. I play games, and then how often? So, how often do you play games?
Pause for their answer.
Very good. Now I have a question with a choice. Sarah, do you like staying at home or going outside in your free time?
I like both, but I usually like staying at home. I drink tea, watch a show, and just relax.
Okay, now you can say, I like staying at home, or I like going outside, or I like both. So, do you like staying at home or going outside in your free time?
Pause. Let them choose an answer.
If it is hard, you can make it very short. For example, I like staying at home, or I like going outside.
Short extra pause.
Now, I want to tell you a small, funny story about a mistake. Not in English. In another language I was learning.
Oh yes, this one. It is a good story, and it shows that mistakes are normal. Go on.
So, I wanted to say, I like cooking at home. Very simple. But I used the wrong word. I did not say cooking. I said something like burning food.
Oh no. So you said, I like burning food at home.
Yes. The person looked at me like, what? Do you like to burn food? It was a little embarrassing. But then we laughed, and I learned the right word.
That sounds funny, but also a bit embarrassing. And that is okay. This is how we learn. So if your English is not perfect now, it is really fine.
Exactly. Your hobby sentences do not need to be perfect. They just need to be simple and clear.
And now, time for our little game. Robot versus natural.
Okay, here's the robot sentence. Listen. In my leisure time, I engage in the activity of playing computer games.
Wow, that sounds very robot. And the word leisure is a bit hard. It can mean free time, but we do not need it here. Let us make it easy and natural.
Yes, I think so.
We can say, I play computer games in my free time. Simple. Or, I play computer games for fun. Short and friendly.
Let us practice the natural one. I will say it. Then you repeat. Ready? I play computer games in my free time.
Pause. Let them repeat.
One more time. I play computer games in my free time.
Short pause again.
Good. Remember, short and easy is best. For small talk. For real life.
And you are doing real practice now. You are not just listening. You are making your own hobby sentences. That is great work.
We will soon help you choose a few sentences that are perfect for you. Like a small script you can use with a friend.
Yes. In the next part, we will help you keep and remember some of your favorite answers, so you can say them easily, anytime.
For now, thank you for speaking with us. Even if you said just one or two sentences, that is real progress. You have answered questions like, what do you do for fun? And what do you do in your free time?
Stay with us for the final part. We will build your own small hobby script and do a quick, simple review of the key phrases you can use in real life.
So, we are coming to the end now. Just take a small breath with me. In and out. Nice. Now, in this last part, we look back and we make your own little hobby script. Very small, very simple, but very useful.
Yes, and we do it slowly. No stress. Just you listening and speaking when you are ready.
Do you remember our little listening challenge from the start? I asked you to listen for the phrase, in my free time, and also the question, what do you do for fun? Just think for a moment. Did you hear them today? Maybe you even said them with us.
If you are not sure, that is okay. We can say them again now. Very slowly. You can copy with your voice.
First, the question. What do you do for fun? I will say it. Then you say it. Ready? What do you do for fun? Okay, now you say it out loud.
Good. And now the other one. The phrase, in my free time. It means when I am not busy, when I do not work or study. I will say it, then you. In my free time. Now you. Go ahead.
Nice. So, now, let us quickly review some really useful patterns from today. Only a few. The most important ones you can use again and again.
Okay, listen to the pattern. Then the example. You can repeat if you want. First one, in my free time, for example, in my free time, I read books. One more. In my free time, I read books.
Yeah, you can change read books to your hobby. In my free time, I play games. In my free time, I go walking. Many things.
Next one. On weekends, for example, on weekends, I watch movies. Again, on weekends, I watch movies.
And you can say other things. On weekends, I visit my family. On weekends, I play football. Just choose your activity.
Another very useful pattern is I like, with ing. For example, I like cooking. One more time, I like cooking. One more time.
We also use some easy time words, like every day, once a week, and sometimes. Every day means, well, each day, 7 days. Once a week means one time in a week. And sometimes means not every day, not never, just maybe now and then.
Listen to some tiny examples. I walk my dog every day. I play tennis once a week. I sometimes watch TV at night. You can mix these with your hobbies too.
Okay, now we make your mini script. Just 2, 3, or 4 short sentences about your hobbies. I will guide you, step by step.
First step, choose one sentence with, in my free time, for example, in my free time, I listen to music. Or, in my free time, I play games on my phone.
Second step, choose one sentence with, on weekends, on weekends, I meet my friends. Or, on weekends, I go to the park.
And if you can, one more sentence with, I like, ing, and a time word. For example, I like reading once a week. Or, I like swimming every day. Or, I like cooking sometimes.
To help you, I want you to hear a full little script. Then you make your own. Sarah, can you share yours?
Sure. Here is my simple script. In my free time, I listen to music. On weekends, I cook with my friends. I read books once a week. That is it. 3 small sentences.
Great, very clear. Now, it is your turn. Think about your hobbies, your real life. Not mine, not Sarah's, yours. I will give you some quiet time. Try to say 1 sentence, or 2, or 3. Use these patterns. In my free time, on weekends, I like, ing, every day, once a week, sometimes. Remember, it is okay if it is not perfect. Just try.
All right. We will be quiet now, so you can speak. Say your mini script out loud. Ready and go.
Okay, and one more moment if you want to say it again, maybe a little louder this time.
Nice. If you tried, that is wonderful. Really. If you only said 1 sentence, that is still very good. You are doing the work.
Talking about hobbies in another language can feel strange. Maybe you feel shy. Maybe your heart goes a little fast. I also feel like that when I speak another language. It is normal.
Yes, you are not alone. To feel a bit nervous is okay. You can practice these small sentences at home. You can stand in front of a mirror, or you can record your voice with your phone and listen.
And then, in real life, when someone asks you, what do you do for fun? You can use your script. Maybe with a new classmate, maybe with a coworker, or a language partner. Your little script is like a small tool you can carry with you.
So, before we say goodbye, let us do a quick, simple summary. just the main things you can do now.
Now you can understand some basic hobby words. You can answer with key patterns like, in my free time, I, and on weekends, I, and you can use easy time words like every day, once a week, and sometimes to talk about how often you do something.
You can listen to this episode again another day and try to speak more. Maybe next time, add one new hobby word you want to learn. Just one new word, little by little.
Thank you for spending this time with us. We are really happy you practiced your English today. This was the Natural English Podcast with Alex and Sarah. See you next time.
Bye for now. Take care and keep talking about your hobbies.